Welcome back to Open Line. We were talking with Beth, Joslin, Roth with the Safe Tennessee Project, talking about gun laws and gun violence in Tennessee. Again, several calls. Let's go to Mac. Hello, Mac.
Yes.
What's on your mind? Go right ahead.
Oh, yes, when your friend had mentioned Memphis and Mississippi, and I'm from Mississippi, and in Mississippi you recommend to have a gun in your car. And this is right out of Memphis. Because you will go to Memphis and you will get shot. So I was curious about the area where she's talking about in Tennessee, because some places are nicer than others.
Right.
If you get right in Mississippi, you're going to be in trouble if you don't have a gun.
So everyone should have a gun in their car in that area. That's what you're saying.
In Mississippi, we all have guns in our car, and everybody knows that. But you get into Memphis in the wrong part of town, you're going to be in some trouble.
Right.
They got a show called The First 48. It's really bad.
I've seen that show. Yeah. Yeah, so, okay, Memphis, parts of town here are very dangerous, and you should have a gun in your car. You should carry a gun. What do you think of that?
I would disagree with that. There's certainly parts of Memphis that are dangerous. What we know, again, from the research is that most gun violence, certainly not all, but most gun violence happens within social networks. It happens between people who know each other, that have some type of existing or prior relationship. It's pretty uncommon to be randomly shot by someone. Mississippi does have very liberal gun laws. There are a lot of guns in Mississippi and very few gun laws. And Mississippi also has one of the highest rates of firearm mortality in the entire country. They're one of the few states that actually has worse numbers than Tennessee.
Let's go to Mike. Hello, Mike. Are you there, Mike?
Yes.
Go right ahead. What's on your mind?
Okay, this is my question for Beth on the statistics on Chicago. I don't know whether to believe those or not, just because of the way they did the Obama administration done the education down in Miami, showing that the minorities were getting picked on down there. I disagree with that. I'd have to see those numbers. Also, with the gun laws, everybody can stand on there and stand up and protest guns. However, why aren't they getting to the root problem when it's really the drugs, the policing, and the judges letting these young kids go and not holding them accountable?
Okay. So he's talking about other problems, root causes, that kind of thing. I guess you hear these things at the legislature. What do you want to say to that call?
Well, for one, I would like to mention that the numbers that I was referring to are from the FBI's Uniform Crime Report and from the Chicago Police Department. Those are their numbers. They're not editorialized. They're just the numbers. And in terms of the root cause, I don't disagree with that. That's why I said before that one of the things that I'm very focused on and that I'm having a lot of conversations with policymakers on at the state level and even at the city level is how can we invest in programs that work with young people that try and prevent the gun violence from happening. It's important, and I understand how people look at this issue. I hear it all the time, but I will say this, I'm a mother, and what I know is that a lot of these children that end up doing bad things, they are not growing up in a home where they feel safe. They are growing up perhaps in a home where violence is a regular occurrence. They are growing up in a home where they may not have food. They are growing up in a home where someone close to them might have been killed recently, and they are dealing with unresolved trauma. And even in situations where you have families or mothers who are doing the very best that they can, if you are struggling to make ends meet, it is hard to provide the same type of home life for those children that other families might be able to. So I don't want to come down too hard on the families, and I also don't want to blame all these children, because they are dealing with this unresolved trauma, which is why I think it is so important to invest in these community groups that are working in these communities to address the issues that these communities are facing. These groups are 100% invested in trying to make a difference in the lives of these young people and to give them a different chance, a better chance, an opportunity to do something else with their lives besides turn to violence, which may be the only thing that they know.
All right, we're going to take a break, wrap everything up right after this.